Right. Oh yes, of course, and of course, taking into account your background, I'm sure your parents must have said to you, we want you to be a doctor, better. I want you to be an engineer, better. They probably never thought that you're going to go into singing.
Well, that saved a few lives, didn't it? If I was going to become a doctor, but you kind of, there's a pattern that you set out for yourself
Yeah.
when you're a teenager, early 20s. Sometimes if you try and you find your feet, but you always knew that I had, a singer's ability within me, and I wanted to entertain. It wasn't good enough for me to be in the audience watching and viewing another singer. I wanted to be up there on the stage in front of the microphone, swinging the stand around and prancing around like a peacock on stage. That's what I wanted to do. And from an early age, I wanted to be a singer, but I also wanted to have a good career and have a good job, and make something of myself as well. So I ended up working in a fantastic job in central London, in a managerial position, running an office, and I gained a lot of experience and frontline experience with people, and did a fine job there. And then once that came to a close, it was now all about myself. So many years. I've been in the business 23 years now, and but in 2004 I was doing both jobs at the same time. So in 2004 I made the decision of investing a tremendous amount of time, effort, and of course financial outlay into my business. And then I went out there in the big wilderness, and I just sang in every single kind of place you can think of. Yes. Some of the spit and sawdust places, still got the scars to show for that. And some of the cream came later on. But you just do your best, and hopefully somebody out there is watching closely and saying that you're doing a good job. That's all you could ever want in this business, that you can do a good job and that people come to see you. And I hope they will. Can I just say at this point that last year I was supposed to be part of the second English Elvis experience, which is held in near Gatwick. And it got postponed sadly because of COVID. But the English Elvis experience, which encompasses some of the greatest Elvis performers in the world and a few tribute artists who do other things, including myself, will be back at the end of October, early November, performing at this second collection of fantastic performers. And they can see the details and read the details on the site, which is all the W's, English Elvis Experience, and I'll be there as Rocker Sal. So I just had to mention that because there was a lot of people who were disappointed last year, but this year we will be back. So watch out for that, folks.
Sure. And I know normally before this COVID unfortunate situation came about, I know every year on January 8th that people would often request you to perform your Elvis shows. Obviously, that wasn't possible this year. I'll take it on Elvis' birthday. Yeah,
it was a huge shame. I managed to sneak in one show last year under the reduced tier system, but by and large, I haven't performed since March of last year, and with the first lockdown. So I've just been trying to keep myself busy, vocalizing, trying to exercise where I can, testing and cooking new types of food. And it's been very difficult to keep in touch with people as well, because you're not allowed to really go anywhere. You can't travel about, and and the weather's really cold. So who wants to sit outside and have a conversation? It's far too cold. But as I said, the hope is now coming back from the horizon after running there with its on fire. Now it's coming back, and I think the trajectory is in our favor. And I think by the summer of May or June, if there's a reduced tier system which is favorable for the entertainment and arts situation, then I think I will be back performing in front of people. And I look forward to that because I truly miss it. I truly miss the friends and fans and acquaintances that I've made over the years, so
Yes.
that I can perform the Rock Soul show and the Elvis shows once again. But it's almost like I'm rebuilding my career, because unfortunately, a lot of the business have gone to the wall. They've lost their livelihood, and I could be very opinionated and very vociferous about what my feelings are about the entertainment and arts industry being thrown under a bus, but I won't, because it'll last for hours. But we've basically been forgotten. We provide a very important social ingredient to people's mental well-being, because a song lifts a person. It
Yes.
releases the mind into a different place. It makes you feel good, and we've been really forgotten, and that's a huge shame. But we shall all be back, rocking and rolling, enjoying, singing and performing and dancing and acting, and the West End. It will all be back. But how much of those businesses are going to go to the wall? It's going to be a massive rebuild program.
Yes, of course. And you performed previously. Was it the 100 Club? I think is it in central London? I believe.
Yes,
and I
yes.
recall.
I was supposed to be at the. Yes, I was just going to say that I was supposed to perform at the 100 Club. That would have been my 10th year, on the 9th or 10th of December of last year, but because obviously because of COVID, that and many other shows got cancelled. But the 100 Club, as you know, is one of the most famous venues in the whole of the United Kingdom, indeed the world. And I was a support act for the fabulous Lounge Swingers, who are very, very kindly have asked me to join them for the last 9 years. But fingers crossed, it just may happen this year in December. I should be back at the 100 Club, making up for lost time. But what a venue! Everybody who's anyone has performed there, from Amy Winehouse to Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones, the Sex Pistols, everybody, the Who, they've all performed there.